Yet again, so Kanye West is once again at it again to uncover the Kardashians. And this time he is guaranteeing that they like to control their men. This reality will be heard. They have no control over me. You get what I'm talking about. He is weary of the BS. And he just got down on the Kardashians and pummeled them for utilizing men to support their road cred, yet it's Kanye onto something. Or is he simply Lodge? And for what reason is he quite recently talking after this time? So it seems to be this Kanye beef for the Kardashians is no place near being over in light of the fact that he can't force himself to quit hauling them and uncovering their untidy mysteries. Because of Kanye we currently know, probably the most stunning things that show the Kardashians are not generally so wonderful as everybody needs to think they are well. Kanye recently demonstrated that he has every one of the standards of tea for the Kardashians in light of the fact that he just uncovered the Kardashians for involving people for their own advantages. Now there has forever been hypotheses that the sisters go through individuals for a come and to ascend the social stepping stool. Yet since Kanye has essentially affirmed it, well, things are going to get hella muddled now. I think we as a whole can concur that the vehicle Jenner sisters have had fascinating associations with regards to the recent months. Yet it seems as though every one of the connections have been for PR up to this point. Well, all separated from Kourtney on the grounds that we realize how disturbed she is with her better half Travis Barker. And we're cherishing that for them, yet tragically, we can't say something very similar for her sisters in light of the fact that their adoration lives are not going as smooth. And it seems as though they have been utilizing men to attempt to set themselves up. For instance, we want to discuss the wreck among khloe and her child daddy Travis Scott, since that is one relationship that individuals have been side-looking at for a really long time. Many individuals never truly accept that they were a very remarkable love match, since they had no science like at all the number of tattoos. That do I have? I don't count your tattoos, yet what are my folks? Original names, music. What's like one of the epithets, I call you music? Definitely it doesn't precisely seem like the two individuals were enamored. I mean, investigate how dazzled Kelly was the point at which he responded to the most essential inquiry ever. What tone are my eyes a green, some of the time yellow? Yet that resembles on the grounds that it's no joking matter. Listen, discuss the absolute minimum. In any case, Kelly and Travis Scott have separated on numerous occasions, yet they cancel things for good in January this year, and individuals track down it unusual how Kaylee rushed to erase pictures of them together from her Instagram, and even pictures of them with their two children in it. Yet there has been discussion about how she just utilized Travis on the grounds that she needed to have blended children, and since she has the infants, she's totally finished with him. Yet the fascinating thing about this is that back in 2021, Kelly and Travis Scott had separated, and they reunited not well before Kelly got pregnant with Ari. There is skepticism among fans that the Kardashians maintain that their children should be blended, and with the very men. And that is the way khloe had a second child with Tristan Thompson, after he betrayed her a great many times with half of the ladies in LA. She needed her blended children, and she needed them with a similar man, so she was able to neglect somewhat tricking here and all over the place. Yet anyways, back to Kelly and Travis. Clearly he has been totally restricted from the Kardashian family, since no one discussions about him any longer. They actually discuss Tristan, who betrayed khloe, and they even went to his games, yet nothing about Travis on the grounds that, well, Travis has served his utilization. And the insane part, pretty much this, is that Kanye truly attempted to caution Travis last year. He posted this image on Instagram and subtitled it, calling my kindred contributors, we in the same boat. Yet after the relationship finished, Khloe required some exposure. So the Kardashian machine put out bits of gossip about her being with Timothy Chalamet. As per an insider, things are exceptionally new. So it's difficult to tell yet up until this point. She enjoys what she sees. He's exceptionally enchanting, and he makes her chuckle. And he's not difficult to converse with. Dislike any of different folks she's dated previously. And in spite of the fact that he may not seem like her sort, they have great science, yet no one truly purchased that story, since it was clear to the point that they were utilizing Timothy to help Khloe's social rep vanished about after a couple of days. Then there's Kino's strange relationship with Terrible Rabbit that is likewise accepted to be PR. I mean, they've been spotted all over town a ton since they began dating, which is totally dissimilar to encourage definitely. It seems like you have deliberately chosen to keep your relationship out of the public eye. Definitely it's in every case. Just I feel like it's constantly turned out better for me that way from like a truly youthful age that I would truly not like to better believe it. I think it makes my life significantly more straightforward in our relationship. Much better, so it's peculiar that she would now be all open with Terrible Rabbit. Solely after a long time, fans have been estimating that this is one more PR relationship to cause to notice ignite, since the third time of their show is dropping soon. And they need all the consideration that they can get yet, as per Kanye, the greatest Kardashian client is. In all honesty, his ex Kim Kardashian, as per Kanye, all of Kim's connections, has been decisively arranged out all along in light of the fact that she has forever been fixated on being renowned. Get a tape of this. Since I genuinely want to believe that you do, so you can see me when I'm popular and more seasoned. Recall me Oka of this delightful young lady well. She truly got her distinction, yet Kanye is persuaded that she has needed to involve men a ton. For instance, when she separated from her most memorable spouse, she asserted that he had been vicious to her, yet he has since denied putting hands on her, guaranteeing that Kim made him pay for her medical procedures, including a boob work and liposuction. And afterwards she betrayed him in a meeting. He essentially said exactly the same thing. Kanye has been saying she uncovered Kim is fixated on a claim she can't compose or sing or move. So she does hurtful things to approve herself in the media. That isn't a claim to me. It's simply not cool by any stretch of the imagination. And talking about Kanye, I figure we can all concur that no one else has been utilized by the Kardashians like him. And it makes sense of why he is so harsh towards the family and continuously hauling him via virtual entertainment. He opened a ton of entryways for the family, yet it seems as though he was utilized by them. Recollect how I said the Kardashians are fixated on Miss Babies? Well, this evidently assumed a part in why Kim went for Kanye on the grounds that she has been discussing blended infants before she even had North. In 2012, she made this odd tweet saying, "Mother, need any espresso me?" Yes, please, mother, how would you take it me? Half espresso, half milk. Make it the shade of what my child would be gracious. And there was the time she was looking for a carriage with Scott Disick, and she maintained that it should match North complexion despite the fact that the child hadn't been conceived at this point. Yet when Scott brought up that the child may be extremely dull, him looked sort of outraged. I must see what complexion my kid is before I can. The youngster will be dark. I'd in any case be a variety of a complexion. No, so I'm attempting to see what tone is great. No doubt odd, except for Kanye is pissed that he let himself get sucked into the Kardashian world in any case. While he wouldn't transform anything since he adores his 4 children with Kim, he loathes that he was utilized so seriously by the family. And they unloaded him the second they felt, as they didn't require him any longer been insider, uncovered that Kanye accepts that men in Hollywood can at long last perceive the truth about the Kardashians. And to that end, no man needs to date then if it's not for PR. He brought up that Kim has been single since the separation, separated from that odd PR relationship with Pete Davidson. Khloe is single as F and continues to get played by Tristan. And both Kelly and Kendall have likewise been driven into PR since no one needs to be utilized any longer. Somebody remarked the Kardashians use Kanye and demolished him simultaneously. And when he was excessively far gone, they attempted to send him away to a psychological home. They're a particularly debilitated family. Someone else said Travis Scott used to be an incredible human. Shows what happens to great individuals when they engage with the Kardashians and the Jenner. And this other individual tweeted, "All I'm saying is it's entertaining that the Kardashians utilize individuals of color to get where they are just to change around subsequent to having dark youngsters. This is an entire wreck. Yet I need to know what you all think about Kanye winged serpent the Kardashians again. Like this, do you believe he's right about the Kardashians utilizing men? Or is he brimming with BS? Drop your contemplations and remarks underneath and afterward. Look at this next one unfamiliar.